don't think there is a worse senator than Orrin Hatch. I really don't. Now, Orrin Hatch was around when they crucified Anita Hill. And the things he said then, and I heard this last night, I think it was on Lawrence O'Donnell's show on MSNBC, the things that Orrin Hatch said in 1991, was it 91? And the thing about Anita Hill, and the things he's saying now about, oh, damn it, what, Kathy, what's your name? Dr. what? Dr. Christine Ford, is it Ford? What Orrin Hatch is saying about her now is almost identical to what he said about Anita Hill. But he said that he believed, yesterday he said he believed Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh didn't do any of the shit that Christine Ford, Dr. Ford, said when the two of them were teenagers. And by the way, we got to get off this teenage shit where it concerns Brett Kavanaugh. At the time he attempted to rape Dr. Ford, this fucker was 17. Dr. Ford was 15. There are people serving long, hard time in prison who went in when they were 17. So let's get off this shit about, it was a youthful indiscretion. Besides, what's his name? Who was the guy from Illinois who used that? Henry Hyde. He was a senator, wasn't he? No. Yeah, I know. He was one of the impeachment people against Clinton. And then it turned out when he was 47, Henry Hyde started an affair with a married woman. And when he was caught with his dick in his hand, he said, well, it was a youthful affair. Now, I've been 48, and trust me, that's not your youth. Where was I? So Orrin Hatch said that he knows about this allegation when the two of them were teenagers. But then he said something that was just disgusting. And this is one of the many, many reasons that I think white Christian conservative males are just fucked in the head. I mean, severely so. Severely fucked in the head. And the more conservative Christian they are, the more fucked in the head they are. But here's what he said. According to NBC News' Leanne Caldwell, he said that he had spoken with Kavanaugh, and Orrin Hatch found Kavanaugh to be honest and straightforward. By implication, Dr. Ford is dishonest and crooked?
She's mixed up.
Yeah, he said she's mixed up. Yeah, right. And he said, Orrin Hatch said that Kavanaugh was honest and straightforward in his denials about Dr. Ford's accusations. And then this religious fuckwad, Hatch, said of Dr. Ford, quote, there's some question about whether she's mixed up. She's mixed up. See, this is what white conservative Christian males do. And some black conservative Christian males too, I'm sure. But I don't know necessarily about the black conservative Christian males because I try to limit my exposure to conservative Christian males to one race. I couldn't handle 3, 4, 6, 12, 15 races of these fuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, Kathy.
What did they say about Anita Hill? A little bit nutty,
a little bit slutty.
Yeah, wasn't that Richard Brock who did that hatchet job on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, gay boy. He came out and had his come to Jesus meeting. I just wonder if any of these
he put
other
that
people,
book out, Confessions of a Right-Wing Hitman.
Blinded by the Right.
Blinded by the Right.
Close.
Yeah, that was the title.
But yeah, he had his conversion on the road to Damascus. But I just wonder who's going to come out now and call Dr. Ford a little bit nutty, a little bit slutty. Here we have, 30 years later, we have another female college professor that's about to get her character assassinated by white men.
Bloomberg News' Laura Litvin reports that she was in the scrum of reporters interviewing this filthy bastard. And she said that Hatch was then asked, how would you feel about Kavanaugh's nomination if it turned out the allegations against him by Dr. Ford were true? And this filthy pig said, quote, if that were true, I think it would be hard for senators not to consider who he is today. So in other words, what Orrin Hatch is saying, well, when he was a young adult and got drunk on his ass, and he and one of his buddies went as far as they could short of raping a 15-year-old girl. Look, I have a daughter of 14. And if I even had a hint that some male tried to rape Molly, I would never go to jail, because I would track the guy down and kill his ass, and then when the police came, obviously I would be armed and they would shoot me. Oh, wait, I'm white. That's right. They wouldn't shoot me, but I wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, at my age. So here is this piece of filth, Orrin Hatch, this religious, hypocritical prick, talking about, well, you know, if he did try to rape a 15-year-old girl, I think we would let that slide. We'd consider who he is today. He turned out pretty good, didn't he? He was a drunk. He tried to rape how many, God knows how many girls, not one of the 65. Although it's my understanding now, I think Kathy said it last night, of the 65 women who signed this letter, they're all starting to say, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. Dirty bastards. Now, in addition to what this pig Orrin Hatch said, if the allegations do turn out to be true, and let me, I don't know, I may have said this the other night, everything's starting to run together in my head with all this shit. I mean, I've been doing this now for 20 months with this horror. But if the allegations were true, Orrin Hatch says, and as far as I'm concerned, they are gold. They are the gold standard of truth. Why in the fuck would a college professor, a PhD, just wake up one morning and say, I know, I want to expose myself to these right-wing sons of bitches in this country, have them death threaten me, have them threaten to beat me up, have them threaten my family. I want to be castigated. I want to be made to look like a fool. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to do today, so I think I'll go do it. No, I'm sorry. This fucking Kavanaugh, he is as guilty as he could possibly be.
Mike, she's mixed up. Come on, cut her some slack. She's a woman. She gets confused easily. She gets hysterical like a woman will. She's just mixed up. She might have been, maybe someone was covering her mouth, but it couldn't have been this guy. She's confused. And she was wearing a bathing suit. What do you expect?
Come on.